Hello, welcome back to Mass Effect 3 with Katrina, Cat, Shepard. We just finished up rescuing some students on Grissom's Academy from a Cerberus raid where they were trying to capture the students. And now it's time to go talk to the crew.
You hear we had to evac another colony? They're losing a lot. Don't hear about the Reapers losing much.
Well, Reapers don't have colonies. Neither does Cerberus. If they did, we could drop an asteroid on them.
Alright, here's another one. Dates back to the Rachni Wars. So, a Krogan and a Salarian have landed on a Rachni world for a top-secret mission.
That is unlikely. Salarians rarely took part in raids on Rachni-occupied worlds directly.
Missing the point? So the two guys are climbing up a hill going through this nasty green fog. And as they get near the top, they come out of the fog, and the Salarian sees thousands of Rachni. He looks over at the Krogan and says, "Oh, well, that makes me nervous!" The Krogan says, "You think that's scary? When this is over, I have to go back down through that fog by myself!"
The implication being that the Salarian soldier would be dead.
Yes. Thank you for killing the 2,000-year-old joke.
That joke plays to racial stereotypes on both sides. The Krogan appears brutish and insensitive, while the Salarian appears weak. Stereotypes such as exemplified here led to the development and use of the genophage.
Well, yeah. It's also one of the only jokes you'll hear both Salarians and Krogan telling. Comedy isn't really about being nice. Sometimes it's a way to air out the ugly things people think. So Jack's an instructor? Guess anyone who messes with biotic kids gets turned into a small stain on the floor and ceiling. Ooh, and that was Cerberus attacking the Academy. Man, that must have been like Christmas for her. Anyway, nice job on getting them out of there.
They were throwing out some impressive biotic power.
Good. We could use some heavy hitters in the biotics department. It'll be good for them, too. Biotics face a lot of discrimination. Maybe if they save the galaxy, people will get over their issues.
I didn't expect you to be sensitive about that.
Hey, I'm just tired of them stealing the spotlight from people with actual disabilities. I break ribs if I sneeze too hard. Being able to move crap with your mind is not a handicap. Commander?
It is good to know that Jack has thus far survived the Reaper invasion. I have amusing memories of her attempts to insert additions into my reports to the Elusive Man. Most of them centered around inappropriate uses of the word cockpit. Hello, Shepard.
You've got new messages, Commander. I just got word. Everyone from Grissom Academy has arrived safely.
We wouldn't have known about them if you hadn't caught the distress signal. Nice work.
Thanks, Commander.
Start down in the shuttle bay. And work our way up.
Commander, I feel terrible about leaving you on Grissom Academy like that.
I did order you to leave.
Yeah, doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just glad it all worked out. Reviewing our maintenance schedules one more time.
That Jack is a mean SOB, but kind of hot. If you like that sort of thing.
And I take it you do?
So, Anderson and Sanders. That's quite a couple. Huh. My dad's last name is Sanders. No relation. Do you hear that hum?
Nope.
Is that just me?
Yep. You stupid Fenris mech. You know how many of you...
Dog.
You know how many of you things I've killed?
Breaking now. A city of 4 million blasted from orbit. Adelaide, Australia is no more. New footage from Earth reveals the Reaper's plans to attack large industrial centers. Which cities are next? Find out inside the battle space.
Not sure what to think about that little mech dog roaming the ship.
You mean Sophie? I think she's cute.
What purpose does she serve?
I guess I have a soft spot for worthless dogs. Look how long I've been with you.
I side with Ken on this one. I did not buy the collector's edition just so I could get that stupid freaking dog. What I wanted was the hoodie. I also got that nice N7 weaponry.
Commander, I was exploring your ship.
Find anything interesting?
This space has absorbed much anger. The biotic instructor from the Academy.
Right. These were Jack's quarters.
Traces of her pain are still present. I'm told she sought revenge against Cerberus when she was here. She did not fulfill that goal. I hope I have better fortune under your command. At least I have better quarters.
You mean she didn't fulfill that goal? Javik, what the hell are you talking about? We blew up that base. Now, just because I sided with Miranda over Jack didn't mean she didn't actually get her revenge.
During our fight against the Reapers, we had no time for teaching the young anything but war. Only the foolish mourn the loss of innocence. It is inevitable. The galaxy has never rewarded the naive. Commander.
Commander. Where is everybody?
Why do you call me Eve?
It's a name from human mythology, meant to inspire hope and renewal. It seemed appropriate given the circumstances.
Who was she?
Eve was said to be the original human female. Long ago, their god commanded her and her maid to be fruitful and multiply.
Sounds like something Krogan would do.
We can only hope. Perhaps their god and your god shared notes?
One of the worst parts of this war is watching the kids react. If they're lucky, they grow up thinking the galaxy is basically a decent place. Some rough spots here and there, but for the most part, life makes sense. Now they find out it was all a lie. They wake up to see these things in the dark that just want to destroy everyone they ever cared about. If they survive, there'll be a lot of angry orphans out there looking for answers. Looks like we beat Cerberus again. Do you think the elusive man fires lieutenants over failures like this, or just lines them up against the wall and gets it over with? I wish they had had a Grissom Academy for Turians when I was growing up. Always wanted to learn how to paint. Now I mostly paint walls with Reaper blood. Not the same, but it's a living. Maybe later.
Okay.
Say that again?
The population of the colony world of Tyvor has been killed.
I don't understand. The Reapers have been taking people alive.
It was self-inflicted. When Reaper forces invaded, Tyvor's colonists detonated nuclear weapons inside their cities.
Goddess.
Their deaths would have been instantaneous, Doctor.
Thank you, Glyph. That'll be all. It was odd to see an entire academy just for biotic children.
Don't Asari have biotic schools?
Every Asari school includes biotic training programs. It's basic education. Still, those children in the academy were very impressive. I'm sure Jack's proud.
Working on anything?
I'm helping decode some of the Crucible's designs, or trying to. Theoretical particle physics based on specialized base 12 mathematics aren't exactly my specialty. And Javik is his usual forthcoming self. I'd trade my last 100 years to resurrect even one Prothean scientist to help us. The Krogan are gearing up for a full-scale war. It's nearly indistinguishable from how they normally operate on Tuchanka, really. Feel free to look around.
Okay, I will. Okay, I think we're done. Yeah, we got everybody except for this guy. You. That's right. Okay, well that's enough for this episode. In the next episode, we're going back to Tuchanka. Lieutenant Victus, Tarquin Victus, has reported back that he's finished scouting the area, and we're ready to go get that bomb and disarm it. So, until next time, have a nice day.